Let's talk about your 2013. I thought you had a really, really good finish to the year. A great tournament in Osaka. Some of your best tennis played towards the end of the year. Feel like you're taking a little momentum into the Australian summer, maybe for the first time in many years?
Well, I guess, yeah, it was nice to finish this year on a bit more of a high than what most of the year ended up being. But yeah, it's hard to say whether there's a lot of momentum going into it since playing my last match in Sofia. I didn't hit a ball for a month, and now you've been training again. Everyone's taken a break. So it's a new year. So I don't know if there's too much momentum, but it was certainly nice to finish 2013 on a high.
You have made a coaching change. David Taylor, been with you for many, many years, is now out, and Miles McLagan comes in as new coach. To me, from the outside, they seem quite similar in the way they go about their tennis. From the inside, what have the differences been?
Look, it's still pretty early days. We've only been together for a few weeks on court, and it was great that Miles could come out in December and we could do, a really good training block. So each week we've got a little bit more used to each other, I guess, and I'm still getting used to, the way that he likes to run a session, and he's probably still feeling me out as well. But look, it's been really good. It's really been enjoyable. We spent lots of time hitting balls and getting all the work done. So hopefully that's all going to pay off, early in the year and then keep it going.
And being English, a little bit of ribbing with the Ashes cricket going on at the moment?
Yeah, well, I try. Everybody else around in Australia, we've been trying, but he's got a few good comebacks. I guess he's been hearing it over and over again. But, we still got this test match and the next one, so to keep giving it to him.
Aussie summer hasn't seen probably your best tennis as yet. We're all hoping that at 29 years of age, your best tennis is ahead of you. How much confidence do you get from seeing, say, a Serena at 32 years of age doing what she's doing? And even looking at the men's game, most of the players from 28 to 32 now are probably playing their best tennis. How much confidence do you gain from that?
I think tennis has changed in recent years for sure. People are playing their best tennis later on in their career, and I guess I'm heading towards that later stage of my career. So it's nice that everybody around you is kind of going through that same thing. So I definitely feel like I can play many more years yet, and feel like I've still got room for improvement. So certainly every time I get on court, I'm trying to improve all those little things, and hopefully I can keep going in the right direction and keep moving up.
You're a much better tennis player than I ever was, but I had a similar thing where I kind of struggled every time I played in Adelaide, my hometown. I never ever won a singles match in Adelaide. And I always felt like going into Adelaide, I was too concerned with impressing people, with showing everyone how much I'd improved. Do you feel like that's a little bit of you when you come back here to Australia, instead of just worrying about beating your one opponent? You're thinking too much about the crowd and everyone around you?
Yeah, I think it's probably all part of it. I think at the end of the day, you go play all these other tournaments around the world, and you're probably thinking about that match and that match only, and then you next day you worry about the next one. But I think sometimes it's easy. You're in Australia, you want to do well, you really want to get as far as you can into an event, and it's easy to kind of miss those little things in between. So I think it's important just to think about that next match ahead, and even more simply that next point, the next game, the next set, and then you play each day as it comes. And sometimes you're not going to play your best tennis, but if you can get through those days, then you give yourself another chance to play well, and that's certainly what I want to do this year.
Now, I'm assuming you and Bernie have swapped mobile numbers and you've been discussing mixed doubles tactics and been spending hours and hours going through what's going to happen. Now, come on, I actually have never seen Bernie play a doubles match. Have you even talked to Bernie about the mixed doubles yet, or that's something you'll do on the day?
We'll probably do it on the day. I think everyone kind of worries about their singles matches a little bit more, and then you go out to the mix and you want to enjoy that. I think the crowd want to see some, fun entertainment in those mixed doubles matches. Of course, you want to win, but look, I think at the end of the day, the guys are going to serve big. We've got to try and hold our ground and make as many returns as we can, and do what we can. But I think it's up to the guys to really, knuckle down and win it for us.
And you will be up against one of the best servers in the men's game, in Milos Raonic as well. You have no fear about taking on one of the biggest servers?
Well, I don't at the moment. Maybe when I'm standing at the other end of the court, I will. But I was watching him practice a little bit yesterday, and every serve seemed to be bouncing higher than my head. So I'll take a few steps back, but I don't mind playing against a big server. So maybe a bit of a guess, but we'll see how it goes. I'll have a bit of fun.